There may be a few wounded around the building that have to get stabbed, but, sometimes that's the price you pay of winning the war. But he has a monster radio talent who's going to bring enormous talent, enormous audience to this station. And I think that you will speak of WQAM, and you'll compare it to only one other station in the market, and that's WFAN in New York. And they have Imus, who is the guy who's not necessarily a sports guy, but, Neil slants heavily towards sports. I mean, I think he's a closet, wannabe sports talk host that kind of, keeps it a little more mainstream. But this is pretty special, what's going on right now.
If it's for the good of the station, and as you know, he's a ratings bonanza, then QAM is going to be the only station to listen to. People will never go to anywhere else on the dial. So
how are we going to patch it up between Hank Goldberg and Neil Rogers? What can we do?
You and I?
Huh? Do you think we can hold hands and kind of one of those, heal, brother, one of those things?
I think it's going to take a lot of shots of liquor. I think it's going to take
some of that male bonding.
Passing notes back and forth in case they stop speaking. I don't know. I really don't know. It's going to be for the best of the station, though, and I think they both need to look at that and agree.
We got the mail. What am I talking about here? We have Draft Central here tonight. I'm a football man, and we will have Bill Kuharich, who's the vice president and general manager of the New Orleans Saints, joining us around 7:30 or so, 6:30 their time. Stack on another something else just to deal with the fact that you got to do a radio show in a third world country. You got to do a radio show in a Bosnian machine gun nest. In effect, is where we do the show here from. Let's go to Russ. Is in a mobile phone. I knew that guy. Always calls from a mobile phone. He always calls me a Dago. I keep telling him I'm not Italian. I'm a Serb. Flat-foreheaded, greasy-faced Serb. You can call me that. But do not call me a Dago, because I'm not. I'm an Eastern European. Quite proud of it. 930-3000. That's a number toll-free throughout South Florida. You are invited and encouraged to call pound 560 for all AT&T customers out there. Steven, a mobile phone. Steven, how can I help you?
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
Doing great.
You were right. The guy that bit for it was the guy that just called the caller before this one.
Tell me about it. I mean, you don't even have to. It's April 1st. Some of the goofballs on all the radio stations, they're going to cook something up. Who can swallow that?
I almost fell for it. I sit in my car and I turn on the radio and I hear him saying, "Oh, there's big trade. You got Marino and something else going on." And I'm like, "Hey, wait a second. How did they do this one?" I look at my watch and I see the counter says April 1st. And I said, they got me.
Yeah, I don't think so. I just don't think so.
So anyway, I just wanted to change your radio dial at all.
It'll certainly be interesting from morning till night. There will be something to talk about.
Hey,
we have found the enemy, and he is us.
You need to mix it up once in a while. I'm sure you'll get a lot of conversation going.
Hey, it doesn't bother me.
Hey, looking forward to it.
It doesn't bother me.
What's going on with Brett Perriman?
And we're just going to kind of look to the heavens and say, heal.
Well, Mr. Mandich, I certainly enjoy your show.
Okay, thanks a lot for calling.
My pleasure.
Everybody wants to see what's going to happen, huh? Let's go to Glenn on a mobile phone. Glenn, how you doing?
Yes, I want to know if you heard anything about Wimberley or in Little with the hurricane.
Earl Little, not much. Wimberley, not much. An enormous number of nights every year, and there was a time when it was only rented 10 days out of the year, and now he's got it rented about 110 days out of the year, and I think the stadium is making a fortune.
Who else can afford to buy the club? Well, if he can't afford it with all this money, who else could afford it?
Well, I mean, he's not going to sell the club, is what I'm telling you. I don't see it.
There's only one person I think could buy it.
Uh-huh.
There's only one person I think could buy it.
Who's that?
That's Bill Clinton with all his Asian money.
Oh, hey, you're a regular Red Skelton. That was pretty funny. Let's go to Larry in a mobile phone. What do you say, Larry?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yes, whatever it is. How you doing, Larry? I guess Larry's trying to figure out whether it's afternoon or evening. Let's go to Big John in a mobile phone. Hello, John.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
Never better.
What do you think the Raiders going to plan to do with that pick now that they're second?
There's only one guy that they have targeted, and that's Orlando Pace.
I don't think they're going to get him.
I think so.